If TikTok disappears, how will that impact on podcasting? Let's find out. Hi, this is the Podmaster, the podcast with insights and tips for podcasters everywhere, whether you're doing this for a brand or as an indie, pro or newbie. Today we're talking TikTok. Specifically, what happens to podcasting if the crack cocaine of snackable video content gets a foot up the arse from the United States government? We'll be exploring more on how TikTok has been a game changer for podcasters, a real-life example of a show that skyrocketed thanks to it, and of course, what chaos might follow if it's banned in the US.
As of today, TikTok is back.
Let's crack on, eh? The TikTok effect on podcasting. TikTok, love it or hate it, has been a bit of a cheat code for podcasters. Did you know a single 30-second TikTok took a niche podcast called The Basement Yard from crickets to colossal? One absurd clip about Pop-Tarts went viral, dragging a whole new audience to their show.
One second. Before you move forward, you just got mad at me for saying I like the cinnamon Pop-Tart when you just rattled off I like a 1977 blue Cadillac.
In the clip, the hosts Joe Santagato and Frank Alvarez got into a fake angry debate in October of 2022.
Pop-Tart. If you look up 2002 Spider-Man movie tie-in Pop-Tart, and you're going to look at that tie-in.
I could tell it was fake. It's not my kind of content, but it seems to have resonated with 1.2 million followers, and it led to a spike in their podcast audience. So, why is TikTok such a powerful tool for creatives? Let's break it down. First of all, visibility. TikTok's algorithm prioritizes engagement, not follower counts. This levels the playing field, giving even small creators with bugger all followers a chance to blow up. I can give you a real-world example as well from Podknows. One of our clients, the Weenicast, has 0 followers on TikTok. Yet, Katie's had videos that have reached around 2,000 people. 700 on average per clip. Let's talk about the virality. One well-crafted clip, something funny, dramatic, or just plain weird, can rack up millions of views. It's a direct pipeline to a fresh audience. There's pretty decent community engagement as well. Comments, duets, stitches. TikTok doesn't just connect creators with viewers, it lets viewers feel like they're a part of the show. But here's the real kicker. TikTok demands content that grabs attention immediately. None of this preamble. Hi, I'm so-and-so, and today I'm going to be talking nonsense. If your first 3 seconds aren't a quick hook, you are screwed. So what if TikTok disappears? Look, I hate to be a talk blocker, but we have to be truthful around this. If TikTok gets banned, and the app's under a magnifying glass in the US at the moment, with lawmakers there worried it's basically a data pipeline to its Chinese parent company, ByteDance. So if it goes, here's what's going to happen. Creators are going to lose visibility. Podcasters relying on TikTok as their main discovery engine will have to shift gears fast. Revenue streams will be lost. From brand partnerships to ad campaigns, TikTok has been more than just a promo tool. It's been a payday. And then the inevitable platform shuffle. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and even other spin-off apps that nobody's even heard of at this stage could pick up the slack. But let's be real, they don't hit the same viral highs as TikTok. And for dopamine-loving individuals, that's going to be painful. So yeah, a potential ban could leave some creators blindly and aimlessly scrambling around like incels in a bra shop. Let's talk about how podcasters can stay ahead. So yeah, TikTok's fate is up in the air. But let's focus on what you can control. Here is your survival strategy. Diversify your platforms. Don't be a one-platform pony building your empire only on rented land. Start growing your presence on the channels that you do control, like your podcast, as in your RSS feed, and your email list. By all means, leverage Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, but don't again fall for the same trap of relying on it for reach anymore. Foster community. Stop delivering your content in just one direction. Try to encourage two-way conversation so you can build relationships and send your contacts where you need them to go. And adapt your content. TikTok style may be unique, but you can tweak your content for other platforms. Focus on SEO-friendly videos for YouTube or visually striking posts for Instagram. Start experimenting now. Don't wait until TikTok's gone and you're left playing catch-up. There is a silver lining for podcasters. Here's the thing about change. It's not all bad. If TikTok does go the way of Vine, it could push creators to think outside the box again. It might even lead to a bit of a renaissance in content creation. But I know that all this is going to go down with you like a sex act from your life partner on your 50th wedding anniversary. Extremely honest, but possibly unsatisfying. So let's grill a little bit hotter, shall we? Let's talk about the untapped potential of TikTok analytics. TikTok's analytics are an absolute goldmine, but most of us podcasters only ever scratch the surface. Beyond views and likes, dig into audience retention graphs. These can tell you exactly where viewers drop off in your clips. This isn't just TikTok data, it's audience psychology data. Use it to refine your podcast content too. If people bail 10 seconds into a funny clip, maybe your humor needs tightening up in the podcast itself. Not everyone is as funny as they think they are. I am living, breathing proof of that. If you explore your TikTok retention data into spreadsheets and compare it against your podcast episode performance, you're going to find patterns. Similar moments in your podcast causing listeners to bail, you can fix that. Let's talk about the survivor content strategy. If TikTok gets banned, creators relying solely on its algo are going to struggle. Instead, consider creating survivor content. TikTok clips designed to thrive on other platforms. For example, square format video. Works on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest as well. SEO-driven captions that make them searchable on platforms like YouTube. Clips optimized for longer shelf life, rather than the fleeting virality that TikTok tends to favor. Use tools like Descript or Canva to batch produce clips in multiple formats. That way, your content is future-proof for any platform. I'll have a link to Descript in the episode description for you. Let's talk about hybrid podcast clips. This is a move that most podcasters, including me to be honest, are currently sleeping on, and that is merging video with interactive elements to create hybrid content. TikTok's great for showing faces and reactions, but what if you added on-screen podcast quotes that reinforce key moments? Think meme-style text overlay. Subtle animations or illustrations tied to your talking points. Dynamic backgrounds or B-roll footage to visually enrich storytelling moments. This not only makes your content pop, but it also primes it for platforms like YouTube Shorts or Pinterest videos. And let's talk about offline community, the new currency. Here's an insight from the trends that we've seen in podcasting. Offline communities are becoming the safety net for creators. Discords, private Facebook groups, or even old school email lists can provide a hedge against the volatility of social platforms. I'm always nagging my podcasters to build email lists for exactly this reason. But the secret isn't just creating the spaces, it's about being proactively and personally involved in them. Most podcasters set up groups, then ignore them. Stand out by being really present. If you can't do daily, that's understandable, but show up at least once a week and make an event of it. Host AMAs, Ask Me Anythings, in your Discord server. Give your superfans exclusive behind-the-scenes update. Offer early access to TikTok-style clips or podcast episodes that haven't yet been published. You can use memberships for this. Captivate, as a hosting provider, allows for membership programs. When TikTok eventually fades, and it will, or if its algorithm suddenly deprioritizes your content, you will still have a community to rally. And think about regional expansion before the ban. While the US contemplates the TikTok ban, other markets like Latin America, Southeast Asia, and Africa are experiencing rapid growth on the platform. The UK has seen an explosion of people understanding the opportunity when the largest market on the platform disappeared for 12 hours. Loads of creators came out of the woodwork from the UK to post video. Why aren't more podcasters creating geo-targeted content for these regions? Consider translating your clips into Spanish, Portuguese, or Hindi. Use TikTok's trending hashtag tools in other countries to see what's resonating globally. Partner with creators in those regions to more localize your content. By expanding now, you're not only going to be hedging against US bans, but you're also opening doors to new audiences who may adopt your podcast before TikTok's fate is sealed. And let's talk about the elephant in the room, AI. Now, this is bleeding edge type stuff, but tools like Descript and other AI clips creators can help you analyze what's likely to go viral on TikTok. For instance, input trending hashtags and keywords to generate ideas for clips. Use AI video generators to A/B test variations of the same clips, different intros, subtitles, or even tone. Run sentiment analysis on your comment section to identify what topics or delivery styles resonate most with viewers. Use TikTok's data insights and combine them with trending tools. Google has a free one. That way you can forecast emerging trends before they're saturated. And let's talk about the nuance around video podcasting and TikTok. Here is what's being overlooked by all those gurus all excited about faces, reactions, and immersive setups. Not every podcast needs to be fully visual. Instead, experiment with episodic highlights. Create video clips customized for the juiciest topics in your podcast episode. Use motion graphics like waveforms or captions to make audio-only segments more visually engaging. Some people call these audiograms. But we can go a step further than that. We can actually include B-roll footage and bespoke recorded content. These hybrid approaches can help ease you into video podcasting without the heavy investment of full production. Finally, let's talk about the algorithm behind TikTok. Even if TikTok vanishes, its algorithmic DNA, prioritizing engagement over follow count, is going to live on. Platforms like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and even emerging apps are all copying this For You page model. So the smart move will be studying how their algorithms work now. Here are some key insights to explore. What kind of engagement counts most on these platforms? Is it comments? Is it shares? Or is it watch time? And do they favor new creators the way TikTok does? Stay ahead of the game by learning these nuances and tweaking your strategy before TikTok's demise forces you to. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to visit podmastery.co for more podcasting tips. That's podmastery.co. Look out for the next episode in your library soon. And if you feel like taking some clips of this and posting them on your TikTok, make sure you tag us in.
The Podmaster is a Podknows production. Find out more about us at podknows.co.uk.
Podknows.